Hi, I'm Simon George Drayson,
I'm Darren Leach.
one half of George and James Architects.
So my husband Simon and I set up the practice.
And we design a range of projects specialising in high-end residential one-off houses.
We saw some adverts for Good Woof, and I think it was the first year that the show took place.
Archie is our first ever dog, hopefully of many. We wanted to enter architecture because we took a family trip out to Good Woof last year.
So yeah, the brief I think was all about companionship. Rightly or wrongly, he follows us everywhere. So he comes to work with us, he comes out to site visits with us, so he's always involved.
So we were sort of thinking, how might we take his sort of character and merge that with our working lives.
But also finding ways to sort of give him some stimulation during the day, because whilst he's a really quiet dog most of the time, like every dog, they need to play and they need things to do.
We've gone to dog training with Archie and his trainer is actually an agility trainer, and she had all the stuff out in the field. So that night went home and sat bolt upright at 3 a.m. in the morning and shouted, "I've got it." And then sort of did a quick sketch that night. And yeah, it was merging this idea of a desk and an agility course and into one.
I think we've kind of stuck to the original idea, and the original idea was, well, actually he follows us around a lot, and I think that's the case for a lot of people who have dogs and they work with their dogs. And so the idea of creating a desk that means that he could actually just come and sit with us and be part of what's going on, that was kind of the drive for the design. And
we are joined to a workshop company called Fisher Morrison who make furniture. I think how that collaboration with Fisher Morrison works is very much, we're used to sort of handing them zoomed out high level sort of, this is the kind of thing we want, and then they kind of transform those into kind of working drawings.
But the second part of the idea really was to make the desk out of recycled materials. So that's where the adaptation has come in. It's kind of saying, right, we're building it today, what have you got?
And that's something that was definitely born out of seeing what they could do from their materials and our initial idea.
I guess the biggest challenge was almost the stability of the desk, because the desk, as it's like a full agility course, it's got a big seesaw on the back. When we designed a very delicate bracket for the seesaw to balance on, and it quickly became apparent testing it with the dogs that was just not going to work, because some dogs, can be really heavy, so it needed to be more robust. So we actually sort of pulled that away from the desk and gave it its own supports and so on to make it a bit more practical.